There's some Nantucket history in this room. Nobody's here, so I can share the room of our South Dennis Bass River Beauty compound out the door with no T-Rex this morning. No Steve, no Mitt. But the birds are singing. And we're gonna have a couple of rabbits. We're gonna meet a new cat and a bunch of turkeys. And we're on a streak of great Tuesdays, and it continues. I gotta go pretty quickly this morning. Oh, gorgeous. Because I'm part of the Friends of Bass River water testing team, and I gotta meet Charlie across the pond at 8 a.m. Can I do it? I think I can do it. There were no record low temperatures in New England this morning, but it was kind of cool. 46 in Whitefield, New Hampshire, 49 Sheffield, Massachusetts. But in the Boston, Cape Cod area, we stayed in the 60s as there's still a breeze. So we didn't completely decouple the atmosphere last night. As a matter of fact, Nantucket this morning still gusting from the north at 20 miles an hour on the east side of the high pressure system. So it's a clockwise circulation around the high. In the center of the high, the wind goes light and variable. That's going to happen today with the sea breeze as the high comes right over us. It's not a perfectly blue sky. We had that deep blue on Nantucket and a lot of spots the last few days. There's a little bit of smoke here. You can see it, that light ghost-like filament on the satellite imagery. The front from 2 days ago is well offshore. That real overachiever storm that came across Boston yesterday, that has completely evaporated. That's gone. And where is the smoke coming from? It's hard to say. I think it's just some leftover smoke, maybe from the fires in the west or in Mexico, or maybe looks like the worst fires on our side of the world are in northern Alberta in Canada. But anyhow, small deal. Easy weather forecast for today and tomorrow. Just a beautiful day today, light variable wind. And then the backside of the high will start warming us up, but it stays with low humidity tomorrow. Here's the Boston 3 to 5 day from weather.us. And you can see the temperature goes up to close to 80. I think in Boston it may come back with a sea breeze, but inland lower 80s today and tomorrow with the dew point in the 50s. And then it's on Thursday that the dew point starts coming up. And then the Euro has the dew point pegged near 70. Wow, into the weekend with the front coming in and installing. GFS is less humid and more optimistic. But anyhow, I stick with the Euro. Remember the GFS last week had it pouring rain near Boston this morning on one run. So now if we go with the Euro, I'll just go here. Why don't I show you the forecast map for, what is it, Thursday morning, July 4th. There is a front coming at us, and there's a whole bunch of weather upstream over the Midwest. Now, most of that Midwest weather is going to diminish in intensity, but starting late tomorrow, really, in northern New England, then lasting right into early next week, there are going to be chances for thunderstorms and showers and maybe some coastal fog beginning here about Friday. So here we'll go with the Euro. I think I was a little overly optimistic yesterday. There's our high pressure system going south of us. Nice weather. Again, tomorrow for the most part, but a few thunderstorms possible in northern New England late in the day. And then those kind of fall apart. And on Thursday, July 4th, there's fireworks every night. But anyhow, there may be some fog near the south coast, and there could be some showers, but the front is kind of stalled and it doesn't have a lot of energy with it. And then, like I said, the last few days, there's going to be a high to the north and a high to the south. So we're going to have convergence here and some energy and a lot of humidity. So off and on thunderstorms look pretty impressive there in spots on Friday into early Saturday. And then right now, it looks like Sunday is going to be a little bit brighter this weekend. And then back into a couple of scattered thunderstorms on Monday. Tuesday looks kind of quiet. And then really next Wednesday and Thursday is the next chance of a sort of organized wave of low pressure on the front coming across New England. So if it hasn't rained at your house, it's not going to rain today. It's probably not going to rain tomorrow, but the rainfall lottery will continue on Thursday. Oh, and I have to mention the winner of yesterday's rainfall lottery on the Coco Roz, late breaking entry at just about 7:15, 0.61 in North Weymouth up by Route 53. At my house, my Tempest says we got about 0.2, but that weather formed yesterday morning and chased me south. So I'm going to leave you with me being pursued by a towering Cumulonimbus yesterday. That was exciting. And I outran it when I got to Cape Cod. And then when I got to Cape Cod, lots of fun things happen all the time. We met a new cat named Penny. Actually, it's not it's a new to us cat, the O'Connor's cat down the road. And the turkeys around here. There are broods of turkeys with dozens of turkeys and a couple of rabbits from Chuck's house where we saw that thunderstorm go through on Sunday. Interesting that on Cape Cod it did not rain yesterday, but we got an inch on Sunday. And then on Sunday in Weymouth we got 0.11, and yesterday we got 0.6. So it evens out. Green grass, well, I gotta say Kevin has his irrigation going, but there's no irrigation right there. So we have green grass in July again. Oh, and of course the beast, the elephant on the northwest hemisphere is Beryl. Beryl went through the islands yesterday. I don't know how much damage there was, but this morning registering 165-mile-an-hour sustained winds, Category 5 hurricane in the middle of the Caribbean. Next stop, Jamaica. Forecast to pulse down in intensity. Let's hope so. And then going through the Yucatan Peninsula and somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico, hopefully is a tropical storm. And that one on its heels no longer is forecast to become Debbie. National Hurricane Center has downgraded its alert for the next system. So maybe we'll have some quiet after Beryl, but it's only July 2nd. Amazing fast start to this hurricane season. And you know we are vulnerable up here for sure. All right, all's good now. Stand down for our Tuesday and Wednesday. Talk to you tomorrow. Went from too hot and humid yesterday to, hey, let's lay in the sun. High angle of the sun doesn't really come in the door very much, does it, T-Rex? You want to go out the door? No? I want to go out the door. It's just past 11. I think it's 11:11. And we've got cold air advection, breeze from the north. T-Rex, what do you think? Sailors are out there learning how to sail. Look at that tiny little sailboat. That's so cute. Perfect day for it, though. Steve on Cape Cod says, hey, it's still gusting from the northeast here on Bass River. You get that right, Steve. Cold air up in the sky, high pressure moving in. You got more wind than top of Mount Washington. And we've got bubbling cumulus. I think I'm going to chase them south to Cape Cod. Now, over the land, lots of cumulus. And then over the ocean, sinking air. We've gone over that plenty of times, right? A high pressure system over the ocean due to the cold air. And then the warming of the day from the sun creates a low pressure system and the air rises. So you have a circulation like this. It's called the sea breeze effect, but there's more to it today. There's actually a synoptic scale high pressure system. What a treasure of a day. 1:30 p.m. Monday, July 1st. Subsidence over the ocean, rising air over the land. More than a sea breeze front, synoptic scale, and we have ignition. Showers have developed. You can see the rain coming out of that cloud, reaching the ground. Beautiful cottony clouds, puffy cauliflower, popcorn Q, whatever you want to call it. Instability. We've got the breeze from the east in Boston. It's in the low 70s. From the northeast in Norwood, it's 81 degrees. Weather's gonna follow me south today. Why am I talking so loud? Audio issues, of course, and the wind and all that. Anyhow, that cloud now about, I don't know, 20 minutes later, it's about 1:30 or so. 64 dBZs. That means it's pouring rain and hail. Is that right over your house, Dennis? In Winthrop? You get the lights on inside the house? Last week it was you looking at me, now it's me looking at you. And they're lined up on the radar all the way down, kind of sliding from north-northeast to south-southwest. So this is gonna be really interesting. Out the right window, it's gonna look like that heading south, and out the left window, it's gonna look like that. All right, game on. Oh yeah, and I keep forgetting to mention why it's kind of going so slowly, because there's an upper level low, 700 millibars, about 10,000 feet. The wind is only about 5 knots up there, so real slow mover. So somebody is probably getting another inch or two of rain today. I wasn't thinking that, but perhaps even some flash flooding again. I am not the weather pursuer today. I am the weather pursuee. Weather is chasing me. Wow. Look at this one. Coming in hot. Haven't made it out of Weymouth yet. It's gonna be on my tail the whole way, I think. Looks like I got away from it for a minute. Could be coming around. I see a flank on the south side too. Oh boy. Can escape to the east-northeast though. Made it. I'm surrounded by clouds. Good thing they put a fence on that bridge. Big flag from the north-northeast over Cape Cod Community College. I don't think those storms are gonna make it. They're not gonna take a left when they hit the canal. I think they're gonna decay, but it could be an interesting evening. I outran the storms. I found some roses and rabbit in South Dennis. I heard there were 4 to 6 inches of rain in 20 minutes yesterday. Right here, and look at it today. Woo! Yeah, he was in the Navy. He knows how to measure rain, all right. There's a cloud. And perhaps in conclusion today, 2 turkeys and like 20 poults in the South Dennis. Every year there's 20. Last year it was 20, this year there's 20, the year before there was 20. There must be 100 turkeys around here. Thanks. The iconic Jolly Captain actually used to have a Jolly Captain up there. There's the underside of our Hurton Bridge, facing into the wind. This gorgeous Monday afternoon on the Yarmouth side of Bass River, looking over towards Dennis. Wondering where our friends are. Ray Ransom, Mike Harney, out there catching fish with their clients. Coming in any minute. For a northerly wind, it's pretty warm. Close to 80 today. Welcome to Out the Door Weather and More, Penny. We're here on the shores of Fallens Pond on our Monday evening. Oh yeah, are you gonna make yourself at home? Hi, Penny. Penny O'Connor, our neighbor in South Dennis. Welcome to Out the Door Weather and More. Nice to meet you. I think we might have met a long time ago when you were a baby. Anyhow, you've got a great view here of Fallens Pond. You can hear the song sparrow, and it's a different perspective of Bass River beauty. And there's the town landing, and that's where the stripers are. And this is where we spent our youth. Out the door for sunset. Just because I can't stop. And more and more and more. All right, that's it. Let's go to the time lapse.